Man, talk about that year when the big three got together, y'all lost.
Man.
And how was y'all able to regroup and come back and make it what it is?
Man, I think that was the year I got hurt. So I tore my third, fourth, and fifth metatarsal in Memphis playing against Zebo. I was trying to keep him from catching the goddamn ball. And my foot just collapsed and I fell. And I tried to get up and I fell again. And I couldn't put no pressure on my foot. And I tore my third, fourth, and fifth metatarsal. And I sat out that whole season. So at that time, I didn't know if I was going to ever be back playing because I had never heard of that injury before. So I spent the whole time lifting weights, going to practice every day. I got big as a motherfucker. I was swole all up. Just going to practice, just being around the guys, man. And I came back. And I came back against Boston. No, I came back against Chicago. Noah, Boozer. I remember they were beating the shit out of us in the paint. They was physical. They had D Rose. They was athletic. They had Keith Bogans. Like they had a decent little squad, man. And I came back. I was highly medicated. I had shots in my ass. I was on pills. I was highly medicated. Whatever. You know how it go, man. You get your ass out there, and ain't nobody gonna feel.
To go to war, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna feel bad for you.
No,
Hey, you think they gonna be like, "Hey, man, you got a hurt foot. Take it easy today." Shit, they gonna what? He a liability.
No.
If he a liability, he out here. I'm gonna go at him.
Yeah,
So for me, I didn't want to be the reason why we didn't get to the next round. Because I wasn't able to do what I was able to do. I wasn't able to be an enforcer. I wasn't able to command the paint and control the boards. And I came in, I did my job, and we got to that finals. And that's the one we lost, you know. Dirk did his thing.
Yeah.
That was the one. I was a little frustrated on that one because it was one game that we lost. When he drove by CB and he made that left-hand layup, and I tried to come late to block it. That was supposed to be my coverage.
Well, on the weak side.
No, right. We was in the huddle. And we had the matchups. And right before we walked out the huddle, Spo switched the matchup and say, CB, you take Dirk.
Oh, that was your whole coverage.
So we ain't got time to go back and forth. We got to get back out. You know, a timeout, you got to get back out there. So I'm mad as a motherfucker. I'm steaming because I want that stop at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But he put CB on him. And honestly, for me, to be a rotating over guy at 6'6", it was hard for me to rotate and get that block, which would have been a lot easier for CB to rotate and get that block.
Well, you talking.
You know what I'm saying?
You talking now.
I could get in his motherfucking shirt and make him dry that motherfucker, and CB could come at 6'11" and go contest. Yeah. It was opposite. CB tried to get in his shirt. CB didn't move his feet as well as me, and I tried to come over and block the shot, and he finished that motherfucker over me. Man, I walked in that motherfucker. I tore the locker room up. I told Spo, listen, that's my job. That's my job.
That's why I like you, OG. I ain't gonna even lie, man. That shit hurt. It supposed to mean something to you.
I told Spo, I say that's what I'm here for. That's my job. This is why I'm here. Don't ever take me off a motherfucker with the game on the line again. Don't ever do that again. Respectfully, I love you, but don't ever do that again.
See, y'all bounce back though. Y'all bounce back. What was
that's
it? That's
because of Bron, man. I gotta give it to Bron, man. The best player in the world went in the lab that summer.
Fact.
Worked on his post game, got in the lab with Akeem Olajuwon. When you think he couldn't add nothing else, the motherfucker added turnaround jumpers and all kind of shit like that. So when the best player in the world continues to find ways to get better and raise the bar, we ain't got no choice.
Right.
When your best player is your hardest worker,
it's a snowball
then that
effect,
take your
man.
fucking team dynamic to a whole nother level, and that take your team success rate to a whole nother level. And that motherfucker was our hardest worker. Hands down.
Trickle down effect.
Hands down. Our hardest fucking worker. I tell people all the time, if practice started at 10, that motherfucker done rode a 10 speed with a one-piece jumper on at 7 a.m. to get there.
For real.
I could tell he a workaholic though.
And he got there at 7:45 after doing a 45-minute bike ride. He pull up in that motherfucker. By 8, he getting his shots up. By 9, he lifting his weights. By 9:45, he on the table getting taped. He done went through a whole 3 hours before practice done even started.
So that shit real. He got that mentality.
So if you ain't coming with that shit, you gonna look crazy. Because the tone has been set by the man. The tone has been set by your best player.
Damn.
You think y'all was gonna have Bron for a lot longer?
Of course we all did. But we also understood, like, once we started coming to the end of that shit, how stressful it was. 4 straight finals, playing the most basketball out of anybody in the whole world for 4 straight years. I think we took it a little bit for granted. Started getting a little tired of each other. We spent a lot of time together, man. More time than we spent with each other than we did with our families. I think the coaches was tired of us. We was tired of the coaches. it was a mental drain. It was challenging. And I think that's what people don't talk about all the time. And I had the chance to tell this to Jason Tatum, and I had the chance to tell this to Jaylen Brown. What people don't talk about is the sleepless nights. People talk about when you hold a trophy up. People talk about when you make the All-Star game. People talk about when you lock down somebody and held them under the average. Nobody talk about those sleepless nights, dog. Nobody talks about
Especially
those.
chasing that.
You're going to have more of them motherfuckers than you probably going to have nights when you get good rest.
No, for sure.
You probably going to have more sleepless nights in this shit than you're going to have nights with good rest.
Tossing and turning all night.
Man.
Don't lose no close one. Some you feel like, man, I know I could have did something better.
TA, let me tell you something. I sit in the dark for a whole day. I times where I sat, it's daytime. And I done had all the lights off all day. I ain't left the hotel room. I ain't moved. Nobody don't talk about that shit, dog.
No, they don't. They like the, the glamour lights,
Yeah, they like to glorify everything, man. This shit, I tell people all the time, this shit ain't fun. When it's fun is when your ass get to hold that trophy up and ride down Biscayne Bay with your team. That's when that shit is fun. This shit ain't fun. I tell people that. Well, you know what you signing up for. This shit ain't fun, dog.
Real shit.
It's work. It's work. We get to play basketball, but it's still work. And there's an expectation. People got a big three. Guess what come with a big three? You better fucking win. Are we gonna blow this shit up and send you the fucking here? I'm gonna send your ass here, and you a role player, so I just hope I can get you somewhere. Yeah, you a big three and you come, there's expectations with that shit. You better win and we gonna blow this shit up. And the Godfather ain't fucking around. You think Pat is, shit, man, let me tell you something. Pat came to that motherfucker one day and sat us down on the wall. I get your ass out of here, I get you out of here, I get you out of here. And if anybody got a problem with it, come in my office and talk to me afterwards. Michael Doliak got up and walked to his office. Pat say, man, Doliak, get the fuck out of here. Get your ass out. He said, if anybody got a problem and you want to get traded, come in my office. Doliak walked in his office, Pat said, man, get the fuck out of here. So it's different when you're a role player, but them stars, if they don't win, they ass is out of here, boy. That's what come with that.
We're back into the NBA season, and y'all already know who we rocking with. Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app. Prize Picks is here for you to make picks all season long. It's simple. You either pick more or less. They give you a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks invented Flex Play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. So head over to Prize Picks, use promo code MUD, and you will get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 line. They even offer MasterCards for quick and easy deposits. But they don't stop there. They even have weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday that can save you up to 25% on Tuesdays. Don't be the one to miss out with over 10 million active users. You guys already know what to do. Go to Prize Picks, download the app, and use promo code MUD and get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.